Hey, how y'all doing out there? This is Easy Work Boxing, baby. Thank y'all for tuning in to the channel. I've been off for a little minute, you understand me? I got to keep the channel afloat. I'm so worried about trying to create the other channel. I'm forgetting about this channel. I'm going to just keep, you know, recording on this channel, and then I'm going to put it on the other channel for the other Easy Work Boxing too. But you see the title of the video, y'all. And this fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao will literally show y'all that Keith Thurman is a better fighter than Errol Spence Jr. Now, I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of Keith Thurman. It's just literally going to show y'all by the footwork and skills that Errol Spence is limited. He's not as good as people think he is. Errol Spence is a good fighter. A lot of people are upset because people are saying that he won't beat Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people are really dependent on this so-called jab that he will use to beat Manny Pacquiao. But like I tell y'all, one thing about Manny Pacquiao, a jab means nothing to him, has never meant nothing to him. And when it's time for that fight, y'all will see why I'm saying in this title that Keith Thurman is a better fighter than Errol Spence Jr. For one, just basic foot movement. Errol Spence really don't move his feet besides jumping on the back foot, which he can't really fight going backwards. So he'll jump on his back foot to defend himself from a punch. And then if it's a continuation of punches, he'll just ball up and move from side to side, with his body, trying to dodge the punches. But he's very limited as a fighter. And people, his fans, his fanboys, they get upset when you just go to him with real deal boxing talk. That's why he was really picked by Manny Pacquiao and his team, because Errol Spence footwork. Errol Spence doesn't like combination punches. He doesn't like fighters that can move on their feet. That's why you have seen most of his opponents are fighters who will stand there and literally fight with him, which is the reason you will not see probably him fight Terrence Crawford ever, even if he wins this fight, because Terrence Crawford is not a 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao. I like one of the things somebody said in a video I watched. She said, basically these two cherry picked each other. Basically, and that's just being real. Errol Spence picked Manny Pacquiao because he's 42 years old, hoping that he's going to get old in the ring. And Errol Spence picked Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao picked Errol Spence because he knows he's a limited one-dimensional fighter. And it takes nothing away from Errol Spence. He's beat who he's beat with the skills that he has, but it won't be enough to do go against a fighter like Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford can be on his toes and move around the ring and also hurt him, whether it be the left or right hand. Terrence could hurt. So that's one reason that he want to. They'll get it now with. He probably won't even get in there with Thurman, y'all, to be honest with you, because Thurman can move around the box. You know what I'm saying? Thurman can attack the same way, just from the orthodox position, throwing his hooks. Thurman can lay you down too. I forgot he is one time, even though people say he's sometime. I respect that. Keith ain't laid nobody down in a minute, but Errol ain't either. So, but I think this fight right here against Manny Pacquiao, y'all gonna have to keep some respect on my boy Keith Thurman name. I seen some clips, of that fight between Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. And, I seen some good shots landed by Keith Thurman from just being a good boxer and being on his feet. Now, Errol Spence does not move on his feet. Errol Spence does not come across as a mover in the ring. He's not that aggressive until, he starts getting frustrated, and he'll start putting his head in your chest and hitting you to the body, pushing you towards the ropes. Also, people got to, I wonder if we're going to see some low blows in this fight. Because we know how he did Sean Porter with excessive low blows the entire fight. So I wonder if Manny Pacquiao get him frustrated or, hurt him, where Errol Spence result to low blowing the leg of Manny Pacquiao. But, that's basically my cry on this video, just to let y'all know, y'all going to see it, that this is going to be an amazing fight. Shout out to both fighters, Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. But this fight going to show a lot of things about Errol Spence Jr. And it's going to really show y'all. It's going to really show y'all that Keith Thurman is better than Errol Spence Jr. For some reason, when it comes to the two, you know what I'm saying, I think deadly is welterweights. Why is it that Errol Spence keeps saying, you know, he won't fight Keith Thurman? He can't stand Keith Thurman. As you see, we all know what's going on with Terrence Crawford. Why is it when it comes to the two deadliest welterweights, he don't like them, and it's always an excuse on why the fight won't happen? But he could jump in there with a Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Van Heerdems, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on. But when it's time to get in there with the two threats, oh, he don't like them. He won't give me a title shot when I wanted it. Okay, what about the money? What about the money these fighters talk about so much? You don't want to make no money? Because that's a big fight. People would love to see Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence. People would love to see Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. You know, but this fight gonna literally show y'all that Keith Thurman is a better fighter than Errol Spence Jr. And I would love to see them fight as well. Because in my opinion, if you really look at it, in my opinion, I feel that Keith Thurman did a better job on Sean Porter than Errol Spence Jr. I mean, if you watch the fight from tactics and skill, and he did a better job to him. Errol Spence didn't really do much, but drop him with the left hook. Keith Thurman damn near dropped him multiple times, but you know what I'm saying? He didn't drop him. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. I'm not saying it, but Keith Thurman almost dropped him multiple times in that fight. And I got to retreat on that because I got to remember Sean Porter did hurt Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was going towards the rope, so yeah, I got to take that back. Though. I got to take that back. But Errol Spence is bread and butter. Errol Spence is not a counterpuncher. That's one thing people have to understand. When you have never seen Errol Spence really counterpunch anybody. He don't have the boxing. People just say it because he's an Olympian. Oh, he's an Olympian. He can box. I'm telling y'all, he don't have the boxing skills like that. He don't. He's very limited with his arsenal. The only thing that he really does to counter you is step back and throw a left hook. Step back, left hook. I'm saying, looking at it right now, that's mostly what he does. The jab, he's not an accurate puncher. Spence comes out, jab, jab, left hand, or left hook. Jab, jab, left hand hook. Jab, jab, hook. Jab, jab, straight. Jab, jab, straight to the body. I mean, I'm telling y'all, I hate to say it, people get mad, you know what I'm saying? I really don't want Spence to carry on with the titles because he's not going to give us the matchups that we want to see. But other than that, I'm not biased, you know what I'm saying, on the fact that I feel he's going to lose to Manny Pacquiao. I just feel that the footwork and the timing of Manny Pacquiao is going to be jumping in front of Errol Spence's center line the entire fight, throwing right hooks, jumping over there. And I think he's going to hurt Errol Spence. I think Manny Pacquiao's game plan is he's going to come out there and get rounds in the bank early, make Errol Spence struggle to come back in the rounds while he resting, and then he's going to knock Errol Spence out. I see a knockout by Manny Pacquiao or a stoppage, honestly, because if Manny Pacquiao can do that to Keith Thurman, Keith Thurman can move around the ring way better than Errol Spence. And the reason Manny Pacquiao said that, you know what I'm saying, Errol Spence was so-called a better fighter than Floyd Mayweather is he was really trying to trick him to stay and fight like he always fight. You know, toe-to-toe, don't really move around. If Errol Spence sit there and do that, Manny Pacquiao is going to octopus punch the shit out of Errol Spence, man. Jumping from angles. Go back and watch the fight with Lotte. I think Lotte was a southpaw too as well with Errol. Just go back and watch how Lotte caught Errol Spence with that right hook. Errol coming in with that jab, finna throw them combinations, and Lotte just came up on there and threw a right hook. I have seen Errol Spence just bend down. If it had been 15 more rounds, 20 more rounds added to that fight, he would have knocked Errol Spence Jr. probably out or down. So, you know, people, it's not about hate. You know what I'm saying? It's not, no, I don't want to see him win because I don't feel he's going to fight Terrence Crawford. But I know, you know, take away a man's talent and skills or something that he earned throughout the years as a child. You know, if it was somebody else, if it was you, because I'll probably give Errol the fight. But going against Manny Pacquiao, and I know Errol Spence has problems with people who move. I know he ain't a good counterpuncher. I know he really ain't that defensive. I know his only way of defending and being attacked is to step back and throw a left hook. I mean, come on, man. And y'all got to remember, Sean Porter was catching Errol Spence and hurting him. Y'all think Manny Pacquiao can? And we all know Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying, really ain't got that much power. And he hurt Errol Spence about 2 times in that fight. So y'all got to remember the man that fought Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman told y'all the man hit like it's cement. Several other fighters, Manny Pacquiao, his fought, he said he hits like he had cement in his hands. So I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be Errol Spence opening up, Manny Pacquiao jumping from, he gonna jump to his right, throwing the right hooks. One arm gonna land. He gonna kill Errol Spence by stacking up rounds early, and he gonna rest the later rounds. Watch what I tell y'all. Cause see, really the only chance that Errol Spence really have, y'all, is banking on the fact that Manny Pacquiao get old or he get tired in the ring. But what if Manny Pacquiao don't get tired? Will we give him a whole 412, strong 412? Errol Spence in trouble, y'all. That's just what it is. You know, shout out to Bushido, y'all subscribe to Bushido Boxing, man. You know, people out here just telling the truth about what's going on. The Errol Spence fans are very nervous, and they would rather sit up and they would rather attack Terrence Crawford. You know, talk about what's going on with him and his situation with Bob Arum, because they're nervous on the fact that, oh my God, this is a chance that my favorite fighter, who I know been ducking other fighters, now he finna go in there and fight Manny Pacquiao. See, they so worried they don't know what to do. And you should be worried, because Manny Pacquiao gonna go out there and take them 2 titles, y'all. He gonna take them 2 titles. If you look at what's going on with Fight Hype and other channels and stuff, it's already very biased that they want Manny Pacquiao to win this fight. So Errol Spence probably 9 times out of 10 gonna have to knock out Manny Pacquiao. Also, they did something that they don't like. They boy Errol is not the A side. A lot of people saying, oh, Errol, you know what I'm saying, due to respect of the legendary Manny Pacquiao, he's decided to let Manny Pacquiao be the A side. Bullshit. Manny Pacquiao is gonna be the A side regardless. Manny Pacquiao got one pay-per-view number that destroyed every motherfucking number Errol Spence got in pay-per-view. How the hell? And they did more. How the hell? Since they like, I mean, I'm not a fan of bringing up pay-per-view numbers to say who's the A side and who the B side. I don't really like to do that, but I mean, just come on, let's be real. When it comes to A side against Errol Spence, he didn't give it to him. He got it, regardless. He didn't have to sit there and say, oh, I'm doing this for legendary man. No, you didn't do that. You knew you was an A side. But you are the #1 welterweight in the world because you possess them 2 titles, you know. He is the #1 welterweight in the world, but you ain't no A side against no Manny Pacquiao. Like I said, his numbers make Errol Spence numbers look like, you know, it'll be funny if they would go to Manny Pacquiao and say, you know, Spence A side. I know he'll just start smiling. You know how cool and collected he is. He just start laughing. Like, y'all serious? Like, I can go fight a taxi driver and get better numbers than what he got. And there's no, it's just a time frame and money or box. You know, a lot of people relate, and the fighters ain't giving people nothing to get interested in. You know, that was a different time, man. Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather was making no money like that. You know, as of right now, you know, Spence is on top with the numbers, though. When it comes to pay-per-view numbers, Spence is on top, you know, over everybody. I think besides probably Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Kush greatest, what's up? Besides Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence, he for this time and this day, you know, right now, yeah, he got some numbers. Oh, but I don't know about Canelo. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry, maybe a Canelo fan like, bro, you're crazy as hell, bro. I'm sorry about that. Nah, I don't know too much about Canelo pay-per-view numbers. So until I see them, then I can say it. But Spence, you know what I'm saying, he right behind Canelo, I'd say. He do good numbers in today's time, which is a low time, but he do them, you know, better than anybody else. What's up, Kush? The greatest, you're welcome to come on the panel. Basically, this video, what I'm talking about today is that this fight between Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence Jr. will show y'all that Keith Thurman is a better fighter than Errol Spence Jr. I mean it by just skills, you know, footwork, being able to move around the ring, jumping around in front of Manny Pacquiao, not being stationary, jumping in and out on Manny Pacquiao, throwing a jab and a right, coming in on Manny Pacquiao. There's certain things that Errol Spence can't do, and he's not going to do because he's limited. You will see him try to force Manny Pacquiao to the ropes. You will see him put his head possibly in Manny Pacquiao's chest and go to his body on him once he started getting frustrated. You know, like I seen Bushido, he put a clip of, you know, talking about the sparring partners of Errol Spence. And when I saw that clip, that was trash. I mean, if you have somebody who I'm sure a sparring partner is somebody who's supposed to be, you know, emulating the fighter that you're fighting. That didn't look like that. That dude looked nowhere near Manny Pacquiao. Looked like he couldn't perform nowhere near Manny Pacquiao, not fast like Pacquiao. So I don't really know, you know, what was their point in having him in the camp, or why they even put that up there. But he didn't look good. He did not look good. This gonna be so crazy. I'm saying. Hey, this is all I gotta say. I don't want to hear nothing about no car crash that did not happen. All right. I know a lot of people don't understand it when they get on that channel. They think I'm crazy. Oh, how can you say that about Errol Spence? Man, if you believe that car crash happened, something wrong with your head. If you can flip in a goddamn Ferrari like that and be back in boxing within damn near 2.5 months, you can fall off a goddamn moped and you ain't finna be back. Get the fuck out of here, yo. You can fall off a goddamn moped, you ain't finna get back in boxing in 2 months. And yeah, he flipped in. Come on, man. You know, that's not even all that. Hey, Kush the greatest, what's happening with you, my brother? Thank you for tuning
in. Yo, what up, Mike?
Not much, man. You know, I'm talking about the fight, you know.
Yeah, I was chiming in to what you was chopping up about the fight. So you feel like Pacquiao will do more to show that Keith Thurman is a better fighter, huh?
No, I'm not saying that he'll do more. Like he'll literally go out there and say, "Hey, let me prove that Keith Thurman is a good fighter." I'm just saying throughout the process of the fight, to the beginning to the end, I feel that this fight will show y'all or the public that Keith Thurman is a better fighter than Errol Spence Jr. by the way that, in my opinion, Errol Spence will lose to Manny Pacquiao.
Well, it gotta be a reason that Spence don't want to fight him. Spence don't want to fight Keith Thurman. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, but the casual fans, they believe in, like, they got attitude. These grown men walk around really saying, I don't like him, so I'm not gonna give him a fight. And you know, a lot of people saying that, you know, due to the fact when Keith Thurman had the title, he didn't fight Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? So that gives them their reason to be biased in the situation and say that Errol just don't want to fight him out of you know, respect, or he didn't respect Errol Spence when he, you know, all that bullshit. But basically, he don't want to fight none of the two illest killers in welterweight. It's like it's a problem with matchmaking with them two. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I felt like when Spence had nothing to lose and he was hungry coming up, then fighting Keith Thurman was an easier task.
Yeah, I mean, that was also, you know what I'm saying, just a boost to get him in there, to get Errol Spence's name out there. Floyd helped do that. Really, Errol Spence's name got piggybacked off of Keith Thurman's. You know what I'm saying? To be real, Floyd pushed his name out there. He told Keith Thurman to fight Errol Spence Jr. And then Errol Spence Jr. piggybacked off Keith Thurman's name. That's really what happened. That's why I watched it. This is no bias talk, no nothing. Keith Thurman was mandatory for Floyd for that WBA super belt.
And I know in your topic you kept it mostly boxing in your topic, so I've been doing some little studying and watching some clips, but I believe it be, and I'm gonna just keep it boxing. But I don't feel like Spence. I feel like exactly when Spence said that everybody drinking the Kool-Aid, so they think it's gonna be a big fight. He got everybody drinking the Kool-Aid when he was on the stage that night.
What you mean drinking the Kool-Aid? What stage? What stage you saying he was on that night?
Okay, it was the I believe it was Sean Porter and Danny Garcia post game, they press conference after they fight. This fool gets up there drunk and starts rambling about how he's the A side against Terrence Crawford and who Terrence Crawford have not fought. And that's where how all these dudes making these narratives saying that Bud wasn't calling him out. He got on the stage himself and said that Bud calling out all these guys, but he on the wrong side of the street. He fight for Showtime and Fox. He not fighting on ESPN. He said that he don't ever do business with them, most likely never gonna do business with them. Bud got to come over there. So that was 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
He already told us what it was, that it was going to be on his terms, and he knew he had that deal with Showtime and Fox, and all his fights was going to be on pay-per-view.
Hey, well, now it's time to go out there and go through that fire, Errol, because he on his way over there.
He knows. That's what I've been studying too, Mike. He know that it's coming, and he know that Al Heyman want to sign Bud, and that Bud is gonna inevitably have to fight him, and that's why he put the little shit on Twitter where he said everybody gonna get their turn because he know he can't run no more, bro. He's starting to run out of places to run, bro.
And Bud is a more exciting fighter than Spence.
Spence have been focused. If we really be honest with ourselves, we've been watching him. He been under a microscope. He been more focused since he had that accident. But still, we caught him drunk a couple of times, like with Yellow Beezy that day. He was doing that little fake kiss and shit. He was drunk, bro. Like that night when he was talking about Bud and who he hadn't fought, and he was rambling and he was drunk, that was the same night that he was backstage. And the reporter asked him, how old was he when he fought Omar Figueroa? This motherfucker said in 2015, he was 15 years old, bro.
Man, so basically what you're saying is he's still out there drinking.
I'm saying right now he not out there drinking no more like he was in the public eye. Yeah. But he done got caught a couple of times.
Since the car crash, that's what you're saying.
To me, in my opinion, Mike, it don't matter that he used to drink. That what that shit does to your body. Have you ever seen what alcohol do to your body, what cigarettes do to your body?
That's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, you said that there was a time after the car accident where you seen him, possibly drunk. So I'm saying after the car accident, have you ever seen him like fucked up? You know what I'm saying? Like drunk.
I feel like he was probably fucked up drunk when he was in that video with Yellow BZ and they did that fake kiss. He was most likely drunk. If I compare that to the other times, I believe he was drunk. For sure, yes.
Okay.
Time for sure. I could say that.
We still don't possibly know, but we still, like you said, you just talking about the abuse of it, and we know for a fact that Errol Spence, is a drinker.
I mean, I wouldn't bring it up if it don't affect you in the ring. I feel like it can affect him in the ring. Against a great fighter, not a good fighter. You feel me? And I feel what you say, Mike?
Right now.
Yeah.
I bet you he ain't drinking right now going against man.
And I know another thing. Spence is fat and he don't like to work out. That's why he stopped working with Blu-ray. He said himself, "Oh, I just stopped working with him." because he like to do 800 to 1,000 push-ups in 20, 30 minutes. I don't like doing the workouts. So when I start working with him again, then we gonna do lighter workouts on my court. That's the type of shit that he was saying. Cause he don't like Blu-ray workouts that he putting them through.
Who is Blu-ray?
Blu-ray, you know, his trainer, the strength and conditioning coach. The one that they believe is so amazing doing these prison workouts to make him so strong and all
Yeah.
that shit. But he don't like working with Blu-ray because he's lazy, bro. He like to chill between when he wins.
So basically, that's you know, he got the Deontay Wilder old effect going on. He go in the gym, he say, "Hey, I don't want to run today. Hey, I don't want to do no push-ups. I don't feel like doing this." You know, I had to quit because I'd be like, "Man, you ain't paying me to do that. You ain't paying me to do that."
For real. And I believe that. I heard somebody say something interesting the other day, like, man, these PBC fighters, all they fights be looking WWE, bro. When you see these top ranked fighters fighting, they be knocking motherfuckers out, bro.
Man, I mean, just look at Terrence. Look at what Terrence has stopped every opponent since being at 147, bro. Ain't nobody talking about that. He is a more exciting. You think Al Heyman ain't sitting over there licking his chops? He's like, I can't wait till this shit. I can't wait till they release this boy. Come on over here. I got you. I'm gonna pay you what you want to pay. I'm gonna get you them fights.
I believe that shit is going sour because now these dudes are getting fed to Bud. I believe that Bob and Al Heyman, they working together because they got to right now. But Al Heyman know what he doing.
Oh, you think they finna wants to eat?
Why you think Bob got so salty this last little year? I think because he knew what was about to happen.
They finna feed the monster. That's what you're saying. And
they about to feed him. Oh man, it's about to get bad.
I've been waiting on it. All this talk.
I believe that Bud, like they were trying to tell us in remember I was telling you in the chat that day, I was telling you, hey bro, go listen to Red Spikes on Bud's on Bernie the Boxer shit. And like you was kind of busy talking. Bro, that interview was full of fucking gems. He told y'all everything that was about to happen with this WBO shit, bro. I believe that Bud, since he a faithful WBO strap holder and been holding his belt so long, he might have some connections with the WBO. And Sean could have been called because Bud went to WBO and was like, hey, look, this fool don't want to fight me. And somebody that got a lot of power could have fucking pushed him.
Shit on Blue Blood Sports TV. This was the most biased title I've seen. And this is why you have a lot of Crawford haters just, you know what I'm saying, going against Terrence Crawford the way that they do. The title of the video said, Terrence Crawford is forced to fight Sean Porter.
They would spin it like that, bro.
Why are y'all out here doing it like that? When the WBO mandated that fight should happen because Sean Porter is the #1 mandatory and the fight ain't been happening. But you got channels going out here that are it's so biased and bullshit. And you have to wonder why. And you start noticing Bud don't do interviews with a lot of people because I'm sure he sits up and watch the bullshit. And you have big platforms, you know, people 70,000 or close to 100,000 people watching your channel, and you being biased and spreading your own propaganda. That shit is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I hate to keep taking it away from boxing and taking it back to Spence and what he's saying outside of the ring. But these reporters be asking him good questions, bro. I'm talking about the real media. They be asking him the good questions. And then these guys that you're talking about right now, I ain't going to give them no light. You feel me? They be there at those press conferences and they detract and help him. Like, for example,
they give him ass-kicking questions.
Yeah, bro. Or like, for example, when he was drunk and dude asked him, oh, you know, Omar Figueroa, he's about to fight the twins. You know about Omar Figueroa. He said he beat you in amateurs. Spence was like, yeah, in 2015, I was 15 years old. I had only been fighting 2 years. They like, bro, in 2015, you didn't lose to nobody, bro. You were fucking like 20, 23 years old. You see, he was drunk, and you know who was there? I'm gonna actually say his name. Fred from Barbershop Conversations was there, and he tried to correct Spence. Like, nah, you mean 2005? That's
Man,
because they know he be drunk. Is what I'm trying to
you
say,
see
man.
what I'm saying?
They
He was
know he
drunk.
be drunk.
He was
They
drunk that
know,
he was drunk the night he got in the ring with Danny Garcia.
bro.
I
Ain't
mean,
nobody crazy, bro.
no, when he got in the ring with Sean Porter that night. He said, I'm the biggest what? He said, I'm the big name at welterweight. When he was talking, he was drunk that night.
That night he had that fucking shirt with that little yellow-eyed monster on him, and he had all his jewelry on, bro. He was for sure drunk that whole night. Go what? All you gotta do is go watch him slur his words, and all the reporters is putting pressure on him with those questions. So what about Bud? Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to talk about Crawford. He ain't the type of drunk that get drunk and start talking crazy. No, he start talking too much,
Mm-hmm.
and he
The,
gets more ego filled and
fight,
arrogant, and you
the
know what I
fight,
mean.
the fight that's the real fight at 147 to me is Bud versus Keith Thurman. Bud versus Keith Thurman to me is the real deal fight, man, a welterweight.
I feel like it's Bud and Pacquiao
And people
because
gonna
I feel like because Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman. That's the only
the
reason.
point of me making the video is the fact that once this fight over with, people gonna see it. People keep hollering and saying, "Oh, Spence versus Crawford, Spence versus Crawford." But once they see that what Manny Pacquiao gonna do to Errol Spence, they're gonna say, "Well, damn, the real fight is Thurman versus Crawford." Watch what I say. I've been saying it for years on the channel, y'all. That's the fight. Everybody screaming Spence and
I
Spence.
definitely would agree with you and say that's a much better fight in my mind,
Man,
competitively.
both of them can box. Both of them can hurt each other. Keith Thurman unorthodox, Terence Crawford unorthodox. He could switch. You know what I'm saying? Left hand, right hand. He can hurt you from both hands. That's gonna be the real major fight, bro. And then, like I said last time, it's crazy because Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, the only two that beat Danny Garcia and Sean Porter.
I mean, that's Keith Thurman is really he only lost to Pacquiao. That's the obvious shit. You see what I'm saying? Keith Thurman beat every single person that Spence beat for them to say he's the man. So if we say that Spence beating Pacquiao makes him some kind of great or something like that, then shit, you got to say that, Pacquiao is, or if it make Pacquiao the GOAT or anything like that, shit, Pacquiao already the GOAT because he beat Keith Thurman. I did hear Punch Drunk say that. I agree with him.
He
That's
said,
some
"What?
real shit.
What
He
he
said
say?"
that if Pacquiao beating Spence makes him some kind of GOAT, then he already some kind of GOAT because he beat Keith Thurman.
I mean, Manny Pacquiao. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say he the GOAT. I say, you know what I'm saying? He already one of the greatest of all time, but you know, I don't care, man. I don't care who Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao could go out there and beat Thanos. He'll never be better than Floyd Mayweather. Never. I mean, how can you be better than somebody who beat you?
I don't feel like he could ever be better than Floyd Mayweather, but I think he could be greater than Floyd Mayweather. He already is.
That's the whole point of what Manny Pacquiao is really doing. Manny Pacquiao is continuing his career to overthrow Floyd. But no matter what he does, in my opinion, you will never be better than the man that beat you. I don't give a fuck what your records, your stats saying who you fought. He beat you. You see what I'm saying?
I think it's because Pacquiao lost so many times and he's been able to trump, you know what I'm saying? So trump his way to the top that way that he believes that he could do it with Floyd.
I like that comment. And Keith Thurman, my favorite fighter, bro. But you just being real, one of Thurman's problems is their body, man. I like that comment right there. You got a point. That body. You always question that body now with Keith Thurman. He also got hurt later on in that fight with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao hurt him to the body. You know what I'm saying?
Manny Pacquiao didn't he drop him to the body too?
I
I
think
know he dropped him with the flash knockdown.
Yeah, I think he took a knee, or he had to take a knee or something.
That
I
shit
know
folded him a little bit. That shit hurt him.
Yeah, that's gonna be the real deal fight. But I promise y'all, it's gonna look when they see how this fight turn out and how Manny Pacquiao gonna do Errol Spence, y'all gonna like, hell no. The mirage is gonna be over. It's gonna rain outside. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is Spence's real first fight.
It's
Sure,
gonna
in
be
my
over.
mind.
He's not a combination puncher. He ain't as accurate as folks think. When he get frustrated, the only thing he gonna do is go towards Manny Pacquiao and try to push him towards the rope and put his head in his chest and throw body shots. He only throws jab, jab, straights, step back, hook. That's it. That ain't enough to beat no Manny Pacquiao, bro. That's not enough. That jab ain't long. Even a jab long enough in boxing stop Manny Pacquiao from jumping in and out on you. We done seen them go again. Come on, y'all. Just being nobody's talk being real, man. Y'all know what time it is.
A part of me is starting to want things to go that they trying to make it go and be like, okay, fuck it, let's Spence win. Let Spence win. So that what's supposed to happen, I'm thinking is happening. Bud gonna go over there as a free agent and come see this dude.
Ricky said, I don't get that logic. So the fighters that beat Ali is better than him. At that time, yeah. If they beat him, they were better than him.
They just ain't greater than him.
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand what you're saying, Rookie. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But at the same time, then they beat Ali. So if you beat somebody at something, then what does that mean? Doesn't that mean that you were better than them? It may have been on just that night, but on that night, I was better than you. So I'm better than you. That's just what it is.
That don't put them in the same stratosphere as greatness. You know what I mean? It's just mean they was better that night, I guess. I'm with that.
Now,
I like that one.
Now, when it come down and they ask the question between Floyd and Manny Pacquiao, who had who gave the sport of boxing the best careers? Yeah, Manny Pacquiao, I'll tell you that. He was more exciting, you know what I'm saying? Fought, and he stayed there longer, fought younger champions. You got to get at the Manny Pacquiao. But when it comes down to it, you cannot ever put, even if, let's make the list of the greatest of all time. Let's just say we all want to put Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather up there. Number one has to be Floyd. How can Manny Pacquiao ever be number one over Floyd Mayweather when he lost to him? You see what I'm saying? If we were just picking Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather to be the greatest fighters of all time, there's no way in hell y'all would allow us to pick, or any fan of Floyd Mayweather to pick him over Manny Pacquiao if Manny Pacquiao beat Floyd. Am I wrong?
Nah, you're not wrong.
If Manny Pacquiao would have beat
Especially
Floyd,
not right now.
they'd be cutting up, man. They will be cutting you. Hey, do you be on Facebook on any boxing pages? Do you see?
No, not on Facebook. I just stay on YouTube and listen to you guys.
Man, they go back and forth daily. Floyd a runner, Floyd ducking, Floyd. There's a lot of people that can't take the fact that Floyd beat that man. It's like they still butt hurt to this day. They come up, they put a post, with everything that Manny Pacquiao has accomplished in the sport of boxing, which is a lot. But at the end of the day, Floyd beat him. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, let me put it to you like this: Michael Jordan going up and going and somebody playing Michael Jordan, and even though Michael Jordan, the 6-time champion, fly like, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to be like Mike. Michael Jordan go and play somebody, a regular dude in the street one day, and he get his ass kicked. Now, yes, we already gonna know, and we'll never forget that he's great, but we can't never forget he got his ass whooped by that dude who was out there street balling. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gonna remember that shit.
You gonna remember
that's what makes him so so
right
up there, because he never lost to nobody, or it's no rumors. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I mean, I love Floyd. I can't lie. I just don't like how Floyd move. I don't like the things that Floyd do. outside the ring. But when I look at Floyd inside the ring, I'm in awe. I'll be like, damn,
Inside the
Floyd is
ring,
my favorite fighter. If I didn't know shit about boxing, like I've been learning, then I would
inside
love Floyd. I used to.
inside the ring, Floyd Mayweather is the best fighter I have ever seen. Inside the ring, I don't give a fuck about what he do outside when he out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that. Inside the ring, he is the best thing I have ever seen put on blood.
Outside the ring, can't stand him. Inside the ring, different story.
He's the truth.
Now, it's fighters that I like, you know, like just, like I like Floyd. Like I like Bud, like in the same stratosphere how I like Floyd. I like Bud because he want to hurt you, and that's it.
Oh, that man, Bud a killer, man. They know that.
See, that's what I feel like Floyd was devoid of, and that's why I like Bud in some cases more than Floyd. To be honest with you, fuck it, I'll tell the truth.
Yeah, I like Terrence Crawford, you know, that how his killer instinct kick in the ring. You know, that's what makes him like I said, people keep forgetting this man has stopped everybody at 147. Everybody at 147. Since he been there. People been saying Amir Khan wasn't nobody, Kell Brook wasn't nobody. Come on now.
Jose Benavidez was nobody, but Spence said he was a good fighter though.
His resume ain't no different. I mean, Benavidez
Man,
was really a
Spence said
160
Jose
pounder,
Benavidez was
154
a good
pounder.
fighter. Yeah, he fought at 154 and he was undefeated.
He big
Spence
as
said he
hell in
was
the
a
ring.
good fighter. Man, Spence said he was a good fighter. He said he got sparring with him. He beat him up, but he said he was a good fighter. So when fools say he ain't a good fighter, I don't want to hear it.
Let me answer this. He said, so Andre Ward is greater than Roy Jones Jr.? Hell no. Now, Andre Ward ran from being undisputed. He ducked the Donnie Stevenson. Hell no. And he lost to Kovalev that first fight. Andre Ward is not defeated, and he ducked. He had 3 titles after the Kovalev victory. The only belt he had to get was to fight Donnie Stevenson for the WBC title. He retired. He did the same thing Canelo did. When it was time to fight Demetrius Andrade, he ran. No, ain't no way in hell he greater than no damn Roy Jones.
I never really studied Andre Ward's career. I seen his highlights. I never studied his career. I will have to study Andre Ward.
Andre Ward beat some good fighters.
Did.
He beat some good fighters though with his tactics, his headbutting, and you know what I'm saying, his boxing tactics. You know what I'm saying? But take nothing away from him, he won, but he did beat some good fighters, but he did not beat Kovalev. He did not beat Kovalev. Even Floyd said that. He like, no, we're not gonna do that.
You talking about the first fight, right? Because didn't he fight him twice and the second fight knock him out?
Yeah, he you know, it was, you know, a lot of controversy going on whether it was, you know, low blows or body shots with the second fight. But that first fight, he clearly lost. They gave that fight to Andre Ward. That was his gift fight, like Charlo's gift fight against Castano.
Well, I'm gonna say one thing. When you connected to Bob Arum, if you on his good side, he'll do some shit for you. Like I feel like he does shit for Tyson Fury. He'll fake the COVID for you if you TO and you saying you're gonna come back and resign and adjust the contract.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be one of my next videos. Errol Spence is gonna catch COVID before the 21st.
Something gonna happen.
Yeah. Watch what I tell you. Errol Spence gonna catch COVID.
The first sign was them bad looking sparring. That was the first sign that some shit about to go down.
I was thinking about that last night. I said they're gonna fuck around and they're gonna be August the 7th, and we're gonna be tuning in on the YouTube. And fight has been pushed back. Errol Spence has. Oh Lord.
They gonna say that boy got the Delta. You know, say he got the Delta virus.
Oh Lord, here go a Calzaghe. What brought up Calzaghe? Land, thank you for the donation as well. But what you bringing up Calzaghe for? Calzaghe was a good fighter, but you got to be honest about something. He
They
fought.
just saying that because it's undefeated fighter. They just bringing up any undefeated fighter.
Hey, but he fought an old ass Roy Jones Jr. and an old ass Bernard Hopkins. He came across that water late as hell and beat them. He won. He won. I give him credit. But he came across that water late as hell and beat them dudes. Out they prime. Joseph Calzaghe, yeah, he a good fighter, yeah. But being factual, y'all know he came across that water late as hell. Y'all know that. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, Ricky. Thank you. Oh, let me read your other comments you made. Don't get me wrong. Floyd is phenomenal with his skill. Love him, I hate him. You can't deny how great he is defensively. But by logic, Sugar Ray Robinson will never be greater than Panda. Than who? Than Panda? Who is Panda? I don't know what you. I don't know. You know, maybe I don't know. Comment and let me know what you mean by Panda. But yeah, this fight gonna be amazing. I got a matter of fact, I got a request off when I go back to work Wednesday. I got to put that up on the board. My birthday is August 25th, so I got to be off to watch this fight. I'm gonna celebrate my birthday on that weekend, and what better way than celebrate it by watching the sport of boxing, man. Paul Pender. I don't even know who Paul Pender is. I have to check him out. But if don't nobody know him, then I can't say that he's greater than Sugar Ray Robinson. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. But August 21st, man, we're going to see the truth, the real truth. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see if Errol Spence Jr. is the real truth. And I don't think so. I don't think so.
My only issue with Floyd is that he got so many of them WBC belts and he don't have the other ones. He only got a couple of the other ones in different weight classes.
Yeah.
Floyd manipulated boxing. I'm not hating on that as far as getting your money. If we only talking about getting money and getting out of the boxing clean and manipulating the sport and scamming the sport, getting it like that, then shit, I'm with that. If that was me, I would do the same shit.
Yeah. Floyd's major flaw is never being undisputed.
Facts.
That's
because
his major.
he didn't want to have to go through what it takes.
That's it. That's his major. But people got to understand this too. Until he became Money Mayweather, it's a lot of people who didn't want to fight Floyd. They didn't want that rich, that ass whipping. When he started getting them paydays, then that's when everybody, oh, now let me fight Floyd. You see what I'm saying?
Post De La Hoya.
Yeah, when he became the new De La Hoya, then, oh, I want to fight Floyd Mayweather. I want to fight Floyd. But when he was Pretty Boy out there stomping on the ass, they were like,
hell
you want to
no.
fight?
Stay away from him.
We doing other things right now. Like Shane Mosley said, I'm going to take a vacation with my family.
That was back when he was Bud before there was Bud. He was Bud first. And he was the one getting froze out. And Bob wasn't letting him fight Oscar De La Hoya. It wasn't happening.
Floyd going in like, Bob, man, let me go and get that Oscar. No. Wait your time.
Exactly. Same scenario.
Wait your time, not right now. Oh, Al Heyman ain't gonna be like that. Al Heyman ain't gonna care when Bud come over there. Al Heyman gonna be like, if you can whoop him. Shit, take his spot. Be like, gee, I'm making money regardless.
That's the plan. But the thing that brings doubt to my theory there is that, hold on, Floyd might step in and be like, nah, this motherfucker can't fuck around and be considered to people as great as me, because people are gonna start to murmur that.
Yeah.
If he beats Spence and become 2-time undisputed and move up to 154 and become a champion, people gonna murmur that. I am. I'm gonna murmur it. I'm gonna say, oh shit, undefeated, some 40-something and 0 and 2-time undisputed. That's something Floyd never did.
What's up to you? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Iota Akbar Boxing Talk. Thank you for coming in on the channel, bro. Thank you. Everybody fought Floyd, fought and won. Everybody Floyd fought and won. Pac-Man fought them, beat their ass twice as bad. Yeah, true, but for like, see, it keeps narrowing back down to one thing, Lane. And the thing is, Manny Pacquiao could have put Ricky Hatton and the other fighters that him and Floyd fought in the hospital. When it comes down to it on paper, Floyd beat Manny Pacquiao. So that don't mean shit. He could have put every last fighter that they fought together in a coma. He didn't do it to Floyd. That's all I'm saying. That's not being biased. That's not me, just saying it because I'm saying that Floyd is the GOAT to me. I mean, that's just being logical.
We could say Pac-Man always been a greater fighter because he knocked them out, but Floyd boxed all their socks off to the point where they barely even touched him. So we can't say that Floyd didn't perform as well as Pac. You feel me? Because he stopped him or retired him.
This is all I'm
but
saying.
I do hold that against him though, bro, because Pacquiao did retire them fools, bro.
We ain't never seen Floyd stretched out like he laid out up under a car. That's all I got to say.
That's fact.
We ain't never seen Floyd stretched out like he up under a truck, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how Marquez laid him out. That's an image you can't get out your head.
You know what I mean? When you go into talking about who better than, come on, man. We ain't seen Marquez didn't lay Floyd up under no car.
Shit.
So, y'all got to come on with it, man.
Actually, Floyd made that fool fight a ghost. He made him and Canelo fight a ghost. Them is some of my favorite performances ever. So when people get to hear me talk bad about Floyd, they got to remember I was a fan first of Floyd.
Yeah, everybody gonna get a give or take about Floyd, but one you can't take away a dude's talents and what they accomplished.
I'm a more younger dude. I'm still in my late 20s. So Floyd was the fighter that I grew up watching. That was at one point that was the only fighter when I was casual, the only fighter that I knew. So how I'm gonna say, oh, I hate Floyd? Like, nah, I just don't like the way he moved.
Yeah. A lot of people, that's why they dislike Floyd, but when it comes to him inside that square, man, that's the man right here,
Man,
nobody does it better, baby. I just gotta give it to him. I used to have to criticize him a lot, especially in the beginning of my channel. Until I just started, seeing like the shit that they bitch about with Floyd. It's the same thing other fighters have did their entire career too, and they consider them great. See what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Robinson joked the fighter named Charlie Burley for a long time. But nobody really talks about that, but they still have him the greatest of all time. But they will bash Floyd and say Floyd was ducking people, which is why he can't be great. Well, the fighter that you say is the greatest fighter of all time is a known fact that he was ducking Charlie Burley for years and didn't fight him.
That wasn't the only fighter that he ducked though. I was watching the Tyson podcast, right? With Hagler and Hearns on it. Not Hagler and Hearns, you know who I'm talking about, Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns on it. And Mike Tyson asked them at one point in the interview, y'all held Marvin Hagler back. Why'd y'all do that? Why'd y'all do the bud to him? He asked them, he said that he gave Thomas Hearns, Hitman Hearns, his props for fighting Hagler and let him go to the next level. And he asked him and Sugar Ray Leonard, so why do y'all have remorse about doing that to him, about freezing him? He asked them, them four kings, the three kings froze Marvin Hagler. They didn't want to fight him. He was too dangerous.
Yeah.
Same way as these fools don't want to fight Bud. It's the same shit. History be repeating itself in boxing. That's what I've learned. It be repeating itself.
Bud is the new Marvin Hagler, baby. They're gonna try to fight him when he old.
And no, when he fight him, it's gonna be just like Sugar Ray Leonard and him, and they gonna fucking cheat my dude Bud. That's my worst fear. They gonna cheat Bud. And then Bud gonna retire.
Bud gonna beat his ass.
He better keep knocking him out like Marvin Hagler had to do.
Yeah. See, one thing good about history and how it repeat itself. Now, Bud, if he get that opportunity, he know what he gonna have to do.
He give you an opportunity to fucking learn.
Yeah, he know that they gonna try to cheat him out of his legacy. So he know I'm gonna have to stop this motherfucker. I ain't gonna let no cars, no judges determine shit.
That's what I think, Bob. That's where I think Bob coming in. That's where Bob. You gotta be careful, old Bob. He'll rob you, like he did Pat.
Floyd gonna try to fight Crawford when he old. Oh, that's what it is. Lang, he man, Pacquiao fan. Man, Lang, man, y'all gotta let that go, man. I mean, that's that fight. When that fight happened in 2015, 16, 2015? Man, he lost, man. You know what I'm saying? I know that's your boy. You know, he didn't fight him when he was old. You know, all he wanted was some drug testing, man. Just some drug testing. Manny said he afraid of needles and he got tattooed. Hey, you know what I'm saying? With Floyd ain't nothing but what, 2 years older than Manny Pacquiao? So how he waited till he was old? Lang. They ain't nothing but 2 years apart. How he was old? You know, but we could go into that all night, which I don't feel like going into Lang. I thank you for the donation, though. I truly thank you for that donation. I appreciate that there. And most of all, man, I thank y'all for tuning in. Like I told y'all, you know, I got the Easy Work Boxing 2 channel. Please go over there, subscribe, you know. But what I'm going to do is, you know, since I've been leaving this channel dry, I'm going to keep recording my boxing videos on here. And I'm just going to put the show on that channel, too. I'm going to put the same videos up. I hope those videos reach out more and I could create that channel. Because y'all ain't going over there subscribing on the other channel. I'm still getting subscribers to this channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download these videos and put them on the other channel. You know what I'm saying? But I'd like to thank you, Kush the Greatest, for coming on, man. Thank you for your time, your love, and y'all support. Thank all y'all.
Here, bro. Stay up, Mike.
All right, bro. Thank all y'all for tuning in, man, as well. This Easy Work Boxing. I'm out. Please subscribe. Please donate to the channel. Please hit that like button. We out.